Jessica Alanis.
Hey, ooh, I like that shirt. That's a good shirt. Oh, you match. Twins. Love that. Y'all, I just learned that not everybody is Mexican. Did you guys know that? Do you know there were other options? Dude, I grew up in Texas, so I grew up assuming everybody was Mexican. I thought that was just like the default setting, you know? Because we all have the same upbringing, right? We all have the same upbringing. We go have quinceañeras, we eat tacos, we don't know our dads. Like, we all have that culture, right? Right, doesn't everybody? It blew my mind when I moved to LA and people assumed I was white. And I realize I look entitled and like I say, ooh, I gotta skedaddle, I gotta go. I get the vibe I put off, but like, I moved here and people just started talking to me about their chakras. And I thought they were saying chanclas. I was like, what is that? What? I got invited to Pilates. I thought they said paletas. I was like, this is not ice cream. I'm not dressed for this. I don't know, I thought I looked Mexican. I thought I gave off the vibe until I met Mexicans from like East LA. And then I was like, oh, I'm white. Lo siento, I'm white. You're right. Sorry about that. I don't have kids. You're right. You're right. I'm mad. I do try to be more Mexican though. I really want to be a part of the culture, you know? So I do things like I wear my hair curly, I wear hoop earrings because that's the uniform. You know? I say and shit at the end of my sentences. Just, you know, spice it up. Dude, I've even spent a night in jail once just to really immerse myself in the culture, you know? Fellow culturistas over there, I like that. I did, dude. I spent one night in jail. It was just one, because I'm not that Mexican, you know? I spent one night in jail. I got a DWI when I was in college. Dude, that shit was expensive, man. I do not recommend college at all. My God. Still paying for that mistake. Are you kidding me? Jail, on the other hand, not that bad. Like, yes, they take away your rights, your freedom, your privacy, but like, that's just being a woman in Texas, okay? It felt like home to me. I was like, this is cozy, this is nice. Women shouldn't make decisions, you're right, you're right. It was a different time though, you know? It was before Uber and Lyft existed, when you had to have a designated driver. You guys remember that? If you don't remember, a designated driver was the one person in your friend group whose only job for the night was to stick to Bud Light. Do you guys remember that? Everybody had that? Okay. It is. Man, I don't know. Outside, I was hanging out. Someone was like, hey, you look like you babysit. I was like, that is the weirdest way to say unemployed. And that is, what an interesting thought, you know? I am unemployed though, so I was like, buy a lottery ticket. That was a good guess. Good job. Anybody else here unemployed? Yeah, just me and her. We're looking for sponsors. Anybody want to help us out? I am unemployed, and it's fine. I don't mind it. I just hate that nobody cares, and nobody feels bad for me about it. I told my friends, I was like, oh, I got laid off today, you know? And they were like, well, yeah, but you hated that job. And I was like, I hated that job the same way married women hate their husbands, though, you know? Like, yes, I'm gonna cry and bitch and complain about it, but I wasn't gonna leave. I wasn't gonna quit. I need dinner. Why would I do that? It's dumb. I did hate that job, though. At the beginning of the year, they gave us little awards, little superlatives, you know? Like best dressed, best happy hour coordinator, dumb shit like that. And I got 2 awards. I got a best, like most likely to leave the party last, and best Mexican. And I was like, is that not 2 awards for the same thing? Is that not just a Tuesday for everybody else? I don't know. I asked them, I was like, best Mexican, how did I get that? Was it because I cleaned the microwave one day? Was it because I suggested Fabuloso? Is that it? Is that... I was like, if that's the case, then does Brenda, who complains to HR, did she get best white? Because I would like us all to win, you know? But equality there. I did hate that job. One of my girlfriends, she was like, you know what, Jessica? "You're the most resilient person I know. You'll be fine." And she said resilient, but my head heard, "Jessica, you've been laid off, cheated on, and thrown away a lot in life. You'll be okay. You're used to this." I was like, that was not supportive. I do not like that tone. I always do that. In my head, I always switch it. People give me compliments. They're like, "Hey, you're real brave." I'm like, "Oh, am I a veteran? No, I just sleep with them, okay? Come on. Be serious." They'll be like, "You're so smart." I'm like, "Oh, am I smart? Is that what my student loans told you? Go away. Don't say that." The worst is when people say, like, "Jessica, you're so independent." I'm like, just say single. Why are you making it? Just say single. Why are we making it fancy here? That's dumb. Don't. It's so annoying. You're independent. I am single or independent, I have been for quite some time. And it's fine, but I genuinely want to be in a relationship. I really do, Because I want to have a husband, I want kids, divorce, I want it all. I want the whole package. I want it. I want that. But it's hard because you got to trust people when you're in a relationship, right? You know that. You got to trust people. And I had a good friend. It's a story about me. I had a good friend. Knew her my whole life, And she dated a guy for 4 years. It's still me. 4 years. He cheated on her, got the other girl pregnant, and then broke up with me. My friend. That's crazy. How could you trust somebody, Right? And it was at the beginning of the pandemic, too, when everybody was like, "Hey, stay safe." He was like, "Oh, I don't like condoms. No, thank you." They were like, "Do not come outside." And he was like, "Oh, I only come inside other women. That's it. That's all I do." I should have known better. I should have known better that it wasn't going to work out because, I'm a Libra, right? So I like balance. And he's a cheater, so he likes everybody else. That's not me. It was never going to be a thing. It was never going to work out. I also don't like advice I get. My mom likes to give me advice, She's like, "Jessica, maybe go back to church. Maybe you'll meet a nice man at church." And I did grow up Catholic, so I will go to church on holy days of obligation, So Christmas, Easter, when I'm late for my period, those are the days I'm gonna go pray, Because I want a boyfriend, not a baby daddy. That's not that Mexican, not that. I am trying to make more money these days. I think, being unemployed, that's kind of essential, right? And I think I'm gonna start getting money, I'm gonna start getting residuals like actors do from all the guys that I've dated. If you've seen me naked and thought about it after, pay me, okay? Pay me. Imagine the guys that I sent nude photos to who still have it in their phone, babe, you don't have to delete it, just send me a monthly Zelle, a little residual, okay? That would be amazing. Thank you. I always love the women are like, "Yes," and the men are like, "Ooh, that plus child support? I cannot afford that. That would be too expensive. Too expensive." And I know some people are like, "Nudes, I would never send one." And those people have dads, so that makes sense for them. That's fine for them. Because they're like, "Jessica, what if it ends up online and then you could never do things like run for political office?" I'm like, "Babe, I have an arrest record and a punch card to Planned Parenthood, dude. It's not gonna be the thing that takes me out. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Or they'll be like, "Well, what if he passes it around and shows all of his friends? What if they see it?" I'm like, "I'm single and I'm unemployed, okay? Consider it a business card. Thank you. I work off referrals. Please tell your friends. Thank you so much." God. All right, I gotta skedaddle, you guys. Y'all have been so much fun. Keep it going for yourselves. My name is Jessica.